Good morning, it's Judith here on a lovely sunny Friday, although it may still not be a lovely sunny Friday when you watch this. Today I wanted to give you a tip for helping with anxiety, particularly for helping with anxiety and panic attacks. Now, I've done this before. It's a breathing technique. It's the breathing technique I use, but A, it bears repeating, and B, I was reminded of how extremely valuable it is when working with a client this week who's having almost constant anxiety attacks throughout the day. And even, in the first attempt, we were able to stop one of the anxiety attacks. So, what is this breathing technique? It's called balanced breathing. And it's called balanced breathing for two reasons. One is it's balanced. So the in-breath and the out-breath are the same length. And it's one of the reasons I like it because it's easy to remember. There are lots of breathing techniques out there. And if you've got one you use and it works, absolutely fine. But this is simple. Breathe in and out for the same length. And the second reason it's called balanced is, and this is a bit more complicated, so I won't go into vast details. If you want to know more, ask questions. Our fight-flight system, which is hardwired into our brains, will react to the stuff we're thinking about as a threat, just as if it was a saber-toothed tiger. So it is activated for action. And the breathing actually helps to tell your brain, no, sorry, didn't mean that. There's no threat there. Just come back down. Just reverse whatever you're doing, because it is the effect of that activation of the fight-flight response that is causing the physical symptoms that you know as an anxiety attack or a panic attack. So when the system is alerted, it floods our bodies with hormones, adrenaline, noradrenaline, cortisol. And these are designed to get us ready for action, to open up our blood vessels, to make our lungs breathe more quickly, to make our heart beat faster. And this is what causes the symptoms that you get when you're experiencing an anxiety attack. So, what is the breathing? Only two things to remember. One, and this is really important, breathe from the diaphragm. So that means your belly, just below your waist, should come out when you're breathing in. Now, if you've got anxiety, and certainly when you're starting to have an anxiety attack, you will be breathing high and fast. So the first thing you're trying to do is to just get that breathing deeper. So put your hand on your belly and just breathe in and see if it pushes out. Now mine does, but if yours doesn't, then have a go and actually push it out. Make it go out. And this will pull your diaphragm down, and it will cause you to take a deeper breath. And in fact, when I do that, my breath gets deeper. I obviously wasn't doing it well enough the first time. So, and you may need to practice that. And this is a learnable skill. You need to practice it so that you can use it the minute an anxiety attack starts. The minute you start to feel whatever is your first symptom, sit yourself down somewhere or just stop and stand and start this breathing. So, breathing from your belly, making sure your belly is being pushed out. And again, when you're starting an attack, you may need to actually push it out. And then secondly, you're going to breathe in for a count of 6 and out for a count of 6. And we want the breaths to be slow and even in breath, slow and even out breath for a count of 6. Now, You may not be able to get to 6 at the moment. So again, it's a question of practicing. Practicing pushing that belly out, practicing. Maybe you can only get to a count of 3 or 4 or 5. Whatever you get to on your in-breath, make the out-breath the same length. And what you'll find is as you practice, you will be able to make those breaths longer and deeper. And the same will apply when you start using it, first of all, to reduce your anxiety or to stop an anxiety attack. Initially, maybe you can't get to 6, so just get to where you can comfortably get to. Make the out breath the same length and then gradually increase the length and depth of the breaths. So I'm not going to count for you, but I am going to do some deep breathing so that you can hopefully see what it looks like. And if you want to breathe along, please do. Okay then. I'll do 4 of those breaths. Now, I hope you could see that. Please, please, please practice that. Practice it when you don't need it. And you can do it 2 or 3 times a day, and it'll help maybe to stave off an anxiety attack. But certainly you need to practice it. So as soon as you start to feel anxious, you can just stop, deepen your breath, and start counting your in-breaths and your out-breaths. And guess what? The counting and the having to focus on breathing properly distracts your mind from what it was thinking about. We may think we can multitask in our heads, but actually we can't. We tend to only have one thing going on at a time. So if the one thing going on is your focus on your breathing, your counting, you're making sure that your belly's coming out, will distract you from whatever was going on inside your head. Okay, please practice it, please use it, and if you've got any questions, stick them in the comments under this video, contact me, give me a call, send me a text, whatever you want to do, and I will answer them as soon as I possibly can. And if you need a bit more help with this, don't forget, I'm still offering free half-hour sessions, so we could practice it together and I could give you a bit more personal advice. Okay, well, whatever day it is and whatever the weather's like, I hope you have a good day. And as always, please take care, stay safe and stay well. Bye for now.